Yeah, that's the one you get blind. The greed ending. Yeah, bolts and screws fall from the roof and kill you. I want to rule the world. You become part of the sea consciousness. The immortality ending. Oh yeah, you become a metal statue. Mankind must be controlled. You end up in a dark, endless void. Yeah, okay. I thought there was an ending where the game just turns off, but I guess not. I must be confusing it with another game then. Don't know what game that would be though. Okay, let's head over here. Oh, I need to get to the other side. Yeah. This area is such a mess. But at least this chapter gets a bit better towards the end. Not as much of a maze by the end. I hate these ghosts, so. There we go. I know there's an old Space Quest game that has an Easter egg where it turns your game off. One of the Space Quest games, you go into the future at one point, and if you can find in a store a computer that has a bunch of games on it, or in a building you find a computer with a bunch of games on it, and if you delete Space Quest 4 off of that computer, the game turns off. That's one of the games I know that does that. Could be a stalker ending if your game bugs out. Yeah, maybe that's what happened. Maybe I did the I want the zone to disappear and my game crashed accidentally. Which, you know what? That's fitting too. The zone did disappear. Yeah, I need to do my annual playthrough Stalker Autumn Anomaly or Autumn Aurora playthrough. Because Autumn Aurora is still my favorite mod for Stalker. It's, to me, the one with the best mixture of vanilla and modded. And it's, of course, Shadow of Chernobyl, so it's the most fun story. And it's got a really cool thing, which is they extended how many artifacts you can wear. You can wear up to 9 artifacts at a time. And so you can do a lot cooler combos and get a lot more customizing. It becomes almost like RPG-ish because of it, which I really like. And it's beautiful. Autumn Aurora has its own graphics pack that a lot of other mods have actually copied. You can get Autumn Aurora texture packs for the other games because it's beautiful, and it's the perfect time of year to play it right now. You know, all the leaves are falling off the trees here. Sky is getting darker each day. We're gonna have winter soon. It's the perfect time to play Autumn Aurora right now. So once I beat Diablo 2, maybe I'll do Autumn Aurora. I still have it installed on my computer. It should still run well. Might be fun. Yeah. Yeah. Ah, lasers. Oh, my ghost is dead. There we go. Here we are. Pain, 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 ow. Okay, that hurt. We got a chainmail. What's... We got an amulet too. +1 to poison and bone skills, necromancer only. Cathan's Mesh. Ooh, I have a thing already for that set. Lowers requirements by 50%. Cool. But it's kind of a dumb armor because it doesn't really armor you. It just gives requirements. There's also a new Postal game in early access on Steam. Oh god, Postal. I've only played Postal 2, and it was one of those games that I found funny as a kid because it's the most offensive game ever, and that's the point. I don't think I would enjoy them anymore. Because it's like, ah ha ha, we pissed in the hobo's eye. Okay, great. But I don't know. It was like the perfect edgy game to play as a teenager. But now I'm not so sure anymore. Because at this point, a lot of the things that were funny about it was because I was immature. Fucking ow! Die! He's undead or hurting. I don't know if I'd really enjoy playing a new Postal game. I don't think I even beat Postal 2. I think I got to like day 3 or 4. I'm very impressed, however, that their company still exists. Because they haven't done much in a long while. Freaking running with scissors. I think the comedy in that game was more relevant 15 years ago. It may be. But there's a lot of like you start the game, it's like, okay, sign a petition. Oh, there's Gary Coleman. Fucking... Oh, here's, sticking the sour apple, or sticking up a cat's butt. Here's lighting people on fire. Like, alright. Here's, here, all the enemies are just, like, extreme racial stereotypes. It's like, okay. It gets a bit tiresome after a while. Like, isn't one of the enemies just literally Osama bin Laden? Pretty sure they just put him in the game. But it's, I don't know, it's... I don't think I'd... Ooh, tall. I'm not sure I would enjoy those games anymore. Maybe they're for someone. I don't know. Maybe the newest game will be for this generation's edgy teenager. Oh, would they? Postal Millennial Edition. When did Postal 2 even come out? Pretty old game by now. Oh, this is just actually a dead end with the teleporter. I came here because I thought there'd be stuff here. 15 years ago. Wow. It's funny when you start to feel old and you're not even that old. But you start looking at, like, Half-Life 2 coming out as being, like, hundreds of years ago. Half-Life 3 is still nowhere in sight. Really has become irrelevant now. Yeah. I mean, I think Half-Life at this point would have the Duke Nukem syndrome of it can't be good. Like, Duke Nukem Forever was trash. But Duke Nukem Forever couldn't have been good anyways. Even if it was given the best developers, everything, it could never have been good. Because that game had been delayed and gone between developers back and forth for so long that it just cannot be good anymore. And then you have, like, the main writers of Half-Life leaving the company. Hell, the, one of the main writers, he wrote a quote-unquote fan fiction about Half-Life, what would happen in Half-Life 3. If you're the main writer and you write something about a game, that's not fan fiction at this point. That's just a story. Like, he basically laid out what the story was gonna be. And it seemed interesting, but I don't think it would have ended up good no matter what at this point. It's been too long. I think that Valve fucked themselves when they tried episodic gaming. I think most people who tried episodic gaming fucked themselves. Episodic gaming was an attempt that wasn't very smart. Because a lot of people tried it, and really it was not something we ever really needed. It was like, okay, you tried it. Don't do it again. No one enjoys episodic gaming. Wow, 17 to 18 damage. That's a pretty... If you use that, you're just gonna get like a very consistent damage, huh? Interesting. You know, episodic gaming, I'm very glad is dead because it was terrible. I will say, however, Half-Life Episode 1 and 2 were really good. Especially, it's funny. I actually really liked Episode 1. I thought Episode 1 was really good. At first it was making expansion packs for games, which actually worked. The episodic game almost never turned good. Yeah, well, back in the day, people would actually, you know, buy the games, and the games would actually have a lot of content in them, so a lot of people would buy them and love them. So expansion packs were, you know, great. You know, maybe like half a year later, here comes a game-sized piece of content that's almost gonna double your content. Hell, for some games, it actually doubled the content or more. Look at Warcraft 3. Warcraft 3, I believe, had 4 or 5 campaigns of about 8 missions each, I think. And then came the expansion for Warcraft 3, which was the Frozen Throne, which came with the exact same amount of campaigns, but I believe they had 1 more mission, and then a bonus campaign, which was the best campaign in the entire expansion. So the expansion was larger than the base game for less price too. God, I miss old Blizzard back when they weren't awful. Can we get old Blizzard back? Neverwinter Nights 2. Yeah, but the main campaign for Neverwinter Nights was never intended to exist, is the thing for that one. The original campaign was only put in there because they had to. Because they were told by the publishers that you can't sell a game without a campaign. People won't buy it in this day and age, is what they were told. So they had to throw in a campaign in there, and it was terrible. Let me alt tab because I got a Steam message and I need to check in case someone's like yelling at me. Alright, there we go. Drink this. What do we have here? But yeah, no, Neverwinter Nights definitely had a nice, nice little expansion to it. Both of them. The, what were they called now? It was Hordes of the Underdark and Shadow of Undrentide. That was it. I really liked Hordes of the Underdark. That was a lot of fun. Player jungle waypoint. I think the plot in the OC of Neverwinter Nights was good, but god, it was boring just hack and slashing through everything. Way too much time wasted on boring on cart or combat. The way I see that campaign is, I see it almost as a tutorial in how to make your own campaign. Because the thing was, you'd walk into a room, and there'd be no enemies, and then you take a certain step forward and you see the enemies on your screen. It's like, okay, they put a trigger here for enemies to spawn. Okay, I could do that for my campaign. Okay, when I walked here, my character had a text box that said, you feel the dark, like the darkness creeping in. Like, okay, alright, they put a text box here to describe the dungeon. Alright, I could do that for my campaign. That campaign felt very much like a, here's how you make your own. Have you tried any single player modules for Neverwinter Nights? I have not. I've seen a lot of good ones out online, and I've not played one yet. But I've been very, very intrigued to try one out. I don't know which one I would try, though. It needs to be one that isn't stupidly hard, because they do tend to make them really difficult at times. It's like, hey, here's, for all you pros out there who knows how to make a crazy good build, here you go. This will take you from level 1 to, like, 40. It's like, okay. I'm not that good. I used a guide for my first playthrough on, like, how to build my character, because I kind of needed it. Alright, we need to put a point to Blades of Ice, even though I'm not going to use it, because I need to get Phoenix by level 30. Which means, the next 2 level ups, I should need to take a point Tiger and Cobra. Because I want that Phoenix. But yeah, like, I used a guide for my Hordes of Undertide and the other thing for my build, because I had never played Sorcerer in my life. Torture Harm seems to be a classic high-rated mod, and it's supposed to be hugely 200 hours of content or something like that. Wow. There was one I don't remember the name of anymore that was like highly praised that I read about, but I can't for the life of me remember the name now. And I was gonna try it, but I never ended up doing it. I mean, after Neverwinter Nights, I was going to play Neverwinter Nights 2, and I have attempted to play that game, but my issues with that game are on a technical level. I have some technical issues with that game, and I need to just grab a brick and bash myself over the head so that I just ignore those problems, because those problems are entirely my fault. Well, the problems happening aren't my fault, but the problems being a problem are my fault. And that is character controls. Here's a question. You've played that game, right? How did you control your character? What controls did you use? There are 3 different ones. There is clicking on the screen, there's holding on the screen, and there's was the movement. Which one did you use? Because I played with was the movement. And was the movement works alright, but the way I liked was the movement was I liked the camera always being behind me, so I would not have to control the camera. As I turned with WASD, the camera would turn with me. If you enable that in Neverwinter Nights 2, your character will start randomly turning on the spot when you stop moving. Like, let's say I run down a corridor and then turn right. What will happen when I stop moving after I've ran down the corridor and turned right is now my character is going to do a 360-degree spin for no reason. This only happens in Neverwinter Nights 2. Apparently, one of the final expansions of that game broke WASD movement with the camera following you, and it causes that. So the only way for me to fix that would be to unpatch my game and not be able to play the last expansion. So that's not happening. So I need to either A, bash myself over the head with a brick and have manual camera controls, or B, play with the mouse exclusively. Because WSD movement in the second game, the way I like it, is not gonna work. Because I have tried it, and it is infuriating to play. I got through the tutorial, and I unlocked I got as far as to get the tiefling follower you get, like, very quickly after you start the game. I got the dwarf guy, who's in a bar, and then I got the tiefling lady, and after that, I was like, I can't play this. The camera, the character doing 360 spins like their Call of Duty no-scoper is going to... I'm going to throw up. So I need to just sit down and just play with the mouse. Just play with the mouse. Oh no! I tried to grab the heal shrine, but it punched instead. Damn it. Hey, Rev. Let's see. Let's get back there. Flare jungle. Where was that dungeon at? Oh, it was right here, wasn't it? Was it this one? I think it was this one. Now I gotta get there with no gear. Your character has thighs? She does. Can I eat? No. That would be cannibalism. Sorry, Rev, you cannot. Denied. Sit down. Alright, can I get to my corpse without dying? I can even remember where I died. I tried to grab the health shrine right next to me before I died. But I could not do it. Okay, it wasn't here. Oh, I see it on the map. I see it on the map. It's down there. I always found it very interesting in this game, death, because you drop all your gear on the floor and you have to go grab it again. Okay, I think I didn't get my stuff. Ah. Where's the guy that heals you again? Is it Alcor? I mean, it's an old game from the same era. They look similar. You got a top-down isometric game from pre-2000s era. The one that heals me again, is it Rotley?
Greetings.
Oh no, it's the guy by the temple. I remember. It's Ormus. Ormus, heal me.
Greetings.
Thank you. I'm gonna drop another portal in case I die. I need my corpse. Got my corpse. Here we go. Grand Charm. Oh, I can't carry that. Drop this for a moment. Let's see what this is. Extra gold. No thanks. Rev, how have you been doing? You missed all the Stalker speak. We were talking about Stalker earlier. We're talking about Stalker and Stalker 2 and shit and Misery Mod. Should have been here. Boom. Need a health potion. Who's gonna buy a health potion?
Good evening.
Raid. There we go. Trying to figure out about Twitch Prime. Prefer Stalker or Metro? Metro lacks the magic Stalker has, that secret special sauce. I enjoy the first two Metro games, but definitely not as much as Stalker. I think they're good games in their own. You know, they do the whole ruined world by an event kind of thing a little bit differently. And the games are more linear, so they're very good for people who want to play a linear game. I still like them, but I prefer Stalker. You know about Twitch Prime? I know about Twitch Prime. I had it once when I wanted to get a Warframe. I wanted to get Frost Prime for free once, so I did the free trial once. I just signed up and then immediately canceled my payments, which were because it was a free thing. So I put my credit card on there and then immediately deleted my credit card. Free Twitch Prime for 1 month. It was great. And I got Frost Prime that way. It was nice. I think some people have subscribed to me in the past with it as well. I think that's how it works. Do the viewers know about Twitch Prime? If you don't, where you fuck yourself and also get a free sub. Also, I don't like the English-Russian accents. Yeah, well, Stalker has the English-Russian accents too, unless you disable them. I kind of find them funny, in a way. I mean, you can play Metro with the Russian voices, and it's a lot better. The only issue is not all the voice lines are subtitled, because I don't know Russian. Meaning, if everything doesn't have subtitles, I'm not going to play it in the original language, sadly. Because, yeah, a couple of lines here and there, some small talk and stuff, or like background NPCs, would not be subtitled, and I want to know what they're saying. Oh, and for Metro, I prefer the originals over the Redux. I have the original 2033, and I have the Redux Last Light. The originals are better. Like, sure, they're a little bit more buggy, and they don't run as well. But they are better. Like, Artyom. They changed his voice actor. In the original 2033, he had this very sad voice, and he actually sounded somewhat Russian, even though it was an English voice actor. He definitely sounded like an inexperienced kind of guy, being thrust out there and having to deliver the message to Polis Station. And then they changed the voice actor to the Last Light voice actor, which is like, my name is Artyom, I went to Polis Station. It's like, no. Now he sounds like an actual, like a cool guy. No. The original voice was so much better. Because he sounded inexperienced. Like he's never done this before. I hated it when they changed the voice. I keep missing. Die. Yeah, no, Last Light, I liked it, but not as much as 2033 for me. Last Light, the issues I had with it was... Okay. Obviously, spoilers for Last Light, for people who haven't played Metro Last Light. They put boss fights in it. That's my issue. Hey, Rob. Yeah, my issue of Last Light is they put boss fights in the game. Could you not stand on that trap? You could move. Okay, alright, just stand there, I guess. And the fact that they put boss fights in it ruined it for me. Nah, you might think that why would that ruin it for you? It's a video game, you know. Video games usually have boss fights. The original didn't. The original game was you in the metro tunnels, essentially. There was never an enemy where you're now trapped in an arena and you have to beat this enemy or you can't proceed. They never did that. It's like, here's a really tough enemy. You gotta beat him to get past everything. You know, you're essentially stuck here until you beat this boss. No. That's not Metro. But yeah, I definitely, I would prefer Stalker over Metro any day of the week. But I still think Metro is a good game series. I haven't played Exodus because it's on the Epic Games Store and not on Steam yet. Although, technically, you could get it on Steam if you bought it super, super early, but I didn't. Because I don't like pre-purchasing things. So, and I probably won't play it because I heard very mixed things on it. I heard very, very mixed opinions on that game. So, probably won't be playing it. Wanting a game like Stalker for a while, and then I played it and it's so good. Yeah, Stalker's amazing. You gotta play Shadow Chernobyl. You gotta play Shadow, dude. Ahoy there, mate. I think I'm powering in it. No. I don't really want to play it at all, I think. Because I heard a lot of bad things about it. Ah! Hello there. I'll play when I can buy it. It goes on sale all the time, so, I mean, it'll probably go on sale for Christmas. Here we go.
I can't carry anymore.
Didn't you say you get like $1,000 a month on the WhatsApp? Well, have you tried saving? I heard it's this useful thing. Ballroom. Hey, I need to get back soon. My inventory's getting full. My weapon's about to break soon here. This thing has been good for me, but it's starting to show cracks. There we go. Go. A fancy sub who's Twitch sub, don't start. Okay. Well, here's my tip for you. Step 1, just stop subscribing to people on Twitch. Step 2, there you go. There's a bunch of money saved for you. Only sub to 2 people? Well, I sub to 0 people. Because while I think that supporting people is great and all, if you want me to support you, I'll just watch your ads for like 5 seconds. That's fine. I'm not gonna straight up just pay people. Wow, I got the same armor again. I need the emotes. No! No, you really don't. Make them your own emotes. There you go. Problem solved. I mean, I don't even have emotes because I can't make emotes because I don't have artistry skills. I draw on the same level as like a 7-year-old. So there you go. Dang. Rev, do you want to hear a funny thing? You know my YouTube and Twitch icon? Guess where I made that? Nope, not paint. Not paint. I wish it was paint. Paint would be a step up from where I made it. Paint would be like advanced level. Paint would be like... Where I made mine is like novice level, and Paint is master. The first grade pen... Nope! Nope! What program do you think I used? You will never guess it. But it's, but I'm asking you for a very specific reason. There's your hints. It has to do with you, and it has bad design programs. It was made way before you, but you tie into it. You can think all you want. I don't know if you're gonna get it. Give it a good old think.
I am overburdened.
Something I... Nope. But you used to. No, 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 no. You're gonna have to think. You're gonna have to think even deeper. This is not a program made. This is not a program made to design stuff. It is simply a part of it. In fact, some would say it's a program of a video game kind. Bang. Oh, there's gold. Just have a think. What have you played way too much of? Can you please repair your weapon? I cannot. This is a temporary weapon. It's a really strong weapon I found, but I can't repair it, so I'm using it until it breaks. It's got can't be repaired on it. But it's lasted me for 1.5 acts, and it's super strong. I'll use you till you break? Hell yeah. See ya in Scotland. Go. Missing. There we go. How long ago did I play it? Oh, when was the last time you played it? I don't know. Not too long ago. You played it somewhat recently, I think? You want me to give you a hint where it'll make you get it for sure? Or you want to keep going? I designed my icon in APV. And there's some trivia for ya. There's some fucking trivia for ya. I don't remember what the car is called. The fuck is APB? It's an old game that sucks called All Points Bullet and that changed owners like almost 3 times. Let me check what the car was called. APB Reloaded Cars. I put it on a car. It was the first thing I ever put it on. The Charge Cisco. This motherfucker. This motherfucker was the car that first had my stupid icon on it. A good car too. Although it would fucking spin out if you drove too fast. Oh man. But yeah, that's where my icon came from. I actually very recently, my neighbor contacted me because I hadn't spoke to him in like years, and he actually told me he's been getting into graphic design. So he actually redesigned my icon and made it in 4K. So it's the same image, but here's the 4K version, which it's got transparent background too. I got a fucking 4K one. Thanks to him. I should ask him, like, he did that for free. I wouldn't feel okay with asking him for emotes, but maybe. Because I can't pay him. I don't have money. I don't got money. Because I don't work, and I don't have a car, and I live in the middle of nowhere, and I also have no fucking motivation either. Depression is a bitch. Oh. There we go. Let's see, let's check the map. Where are we going? This fucking area is so confusing. I think I haven't missed anything yet. I think... Oh, no, that was a dead end. I remember that. God, this area is big. Yeah, okay, I think we haven't missed anything. When you choose that icon? So the icon is... It's... I wanted... I'm gonna die. Clicked. Oh, 12 HP.
Greetings.
At the time, and still, hold on, let me go get this. Google, open up. At the time, one of my favorite bands was Pendulum, and it still is. And I also wanted a sort of D, like DDA. So in this, you've got the whole D there. And then I just went with this because, I don't know, it's lightly based on that. That is too advanced though, but that's why. That's why it looks like it does. That's why I made it like that. There you go. Trivia with me. Behind my stupid icon. Yours kind of looks like a Death Star. It kind of does, yeah. I noticed that years afterwards. It's like, huh. It's got that shape on it. But yeah, it does not have anything to do with Star Wars. I'm not really a fan of Star Wars. Chthon Seal, where is that? Oh, there it is, Chthon Seal. I have a spare one of this. I think it's the same stats though, so just get rid of that one. We have Eisenhart's Light Brand, and we have Eisenhart's Horns right there, so throw those together. Take these out of storage. Star Wars fanatic. The only movies I've seen is... well, I've seen the first 6. I only really enjoyed 5. Oh shit, the grapefruit technique? Yeah, I love that technique. That's my favorite one. Have you heard the noise she makes? Dude, it's amazing. I hear that noise in my nightmares. It's just... It's fucking scary. Horrifying. I'm gonna wake up one day and my like sleep paralysis demon is gonna grapefruit me. Imagine that. Imagine you wake up and you get grapefruited by your sleep paralysis demon. Let's see. Gems. 1, 2, 3. Next time you see a bloodsucker, can someone make a mod that changes the bloodsucker noise to that? When they do the grab attack on you, just change it to that, please. I want that now. That'd be amazing. 10 out of 10 mod would download. There we go. I could do all these, but I'm too fucking lazy. Okay. Here's what we're gonna do now. Run down here, and I'm gonna check this person's store. See if they have any good weapons.
Good evening.
Sell claws? You have 1 claw. Maybe I should check the other guy, because the other guy might have better chance of having good claws. Actually, we should get a checkpoint before I start doing this. But yeah, I need to equip this soon, because my weapon's starting to be shit here. It's gonna break soon. Oh yeah, summon my... Oh, I forgot to buy potions. Need to buy potions, because these guys are killing me. They don't do much damage, but there's so many of them. Let's buy potions.
Good evening.
There we go. But yeah, no, someone definitely needs to make a grapefruit bloodsucker sound mod, please. I need it. I need that sound in my life. Funnily enough, the first time I saw that video was actually not the original. It was one of my friend's younger brothers made a meme edit of that video, and I don't think I can find it anymore. But what he did was he raised the volume of that sound like ×8. So as she would do it, it's just ear rape. It's pretty good. Oh, good bin. Wow, ow. Kill him. Oh, the good bin. Got it.
What a delicious blade. I should take that doing this.
What a delicious knife. Okay, that's the first time I've heard a knife being referred to as delicious. Lair dungeon, there it is. We need to do that dungeon. Yeah, here we go. Come back here. There we go. Assassin the shit, command necromancer sorcerer. No, not late game ones. I've never gotten to late game with one, but apparently Trap Assassin is crazy good. Which I might respect a trap once we get to high enough level, but we'll see. But I do agree, Necro is really good. And Sorcerer is pretty good too. But what the community deems as the best is Paladin with hammers. Because Hammer Paladin is apparently one of the best ones. But I don't play what's best, I just play what I want to play. And I had never played Assassin before, so I'm playing him. The only issue I'm having right now is I need some life leech and mana leech. And I definitely need to replace this fucking weapon soon.
I need mana.
But I run out of mana in seconds. And I have no way to replenish it other than potions. Stop running away! God, Act 3 is pain. Dutemancer. I got a video I need to release for Doom. I have a little clip that I need to upload. But I haven't had time to edit it yet. What's your opinion on the Fortnite play getting permaban for using aimbot? I mean, I don't have an opinion on Fortnite to begin with, but I mean, if you're banned, if you're hacking, you should probably be banned, right? That's my idea on it. I mean, I think everyone should be banned from Fortnite. There we go. Did you make a Chaos Blade yet? I think that's super high level, Fun Bags. But yeah, Rev sent me your messages. I mean, you don't need to relay between Rev. You could just add me on Steam. You should just look at Rev's friends list. I'm on there. you don't have to use Rev as a messenger. Lazy as fuck. But yeah, I gotta mess with this. I just need to find an item with the right stats on it, like plus the skills. I don't know which one I'd want, but yeah, because I saw a build for like a whirlwind assassin. It sounds really interesting, but it's apparently like level 67 something. I think millennial games like Fortnite kills the industry for us who grew up with older games. I don't know. I mean, here's the thing. When I look at those games, I just think of my sister's kid, because he is very young and he plays Fortnite. And he's seen me play like games like this, and he's not interested at all. And I always think like, well, why is that? Why does he love Fortnite but not like this? And the answer is probably he just wants a game where he can just jump in and play, right? And I think Fortnite probably is that, I guess. For me, Fortnite's terrible and I'd never want to play it in my life. But to him, it's great. He got big gay? Yeah, he caught the big gay at a young age. Who? My sister's son. He's like, what is he? He's 9 now, I think? And yeah, he plays Fortnite. But he's apparently a bandwagon hopper, because when Apex became more popular than Fortnite for like a week, he jumped to that, and then he jumped back. So he's a bandwagon hopper too. No loyalty. I mean, I'd love to show him some old games, but I don't think he's gonna be interested. I don't think he has the... Like, the only game I've seen him play that isn't Battle Royales is GTA 5. And all he does in GTA 5 is drive around and shoot pedestrians. I don't think he's done a single, like, main mission in that game ever. I think he just drives around and kills civilians. Last time I played Apex recently, I won, but I still don't want to play it. It's just a random decision. I've never played any of those games. Never wanted to play them. I don't like the whole... everything's on a timer, smaller arena over time. I don't like it. It's not my jam. This ain't my jam. I tried H1Z1, it fucking sucked. See, I like the memes that came out of H1Z1. There was a lot of good meme videos that came out of that. I think H1Z1 had the, he probably doesn't have any ammo video. Which, if any of you have seen that, that's a great video. He probably doesn't have any ammo. He has ammo. It's a great video. highly recommend that video. I don't remember what it's called now. I think it's like
I can't carry
H1Z1 gets called out on his own bluff or something. Oh god, I have no health. Ow. Did I get what I came here for? No, I need to find the brain. Hold on, let me get health before I find the brain.
You
Oh, what did he say? Oh, he wants me to talk to Ashira. I'll do that in a sec, buddy. Aye. The brain. Ow, 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 ow. God. I wish I had health. This act is a killer for melee characters. Everything here is ranged and does damage over time. Come on. Keep missing. 93% chance to hit, too. Thought it would have been in here. But I don't. Thing. Let's see. It was good even if it wasn't on the BR, but they changed the gunplay and it was completely fucked. They fucked the recoil entirely and now the gun's complete garbage. It also broke several systems by adding lots of unnecessary shit, making the game more buggy. The game died in one update. Couldn't imagine mailing a doll in this act. Yeah. No, for me, I've never tried any of the Battle Royales, but they're not for me. Oh, no, there's where the item's gonna be. They're not for me. Again, I don't like the timed aspect of stuff. I like to take my time. The closest thing to a Battle Royale I've ever played was DayZ, and it's nowhere near. But for DayZ, you could take your time. You could sit on that mountain for 4 hours if you wanted to. And I like that. Now I'm talking about the mod, not the standalone. Standalone DayZ is trash. Actually, I haven't tried it in a while, so I actually need to replay it to get a new opinion, an updated opinion. But old DayZ standalone was trash, at least. So we'll see. Remember the culling? I never played it, but I saw CJ play it a bunch. And I watched a streamer play it a bunch. It was fun to watch, but I don't think I would have enjoyed playing it. But it was fun to watch. But the guy I played was one of the best players around at that game, so maybe that's why it was fun to watch. So, yeah. All I heard was they fucked the game up, and then apparently I think they fixed the game after like years, but no one was playing it anymore. Alright, let's see. Oh, and I got one of these. Got 2 of them. You know what? I'll just get rid of it then, because I don't need multiple of the same item. They turned it back to where they liked it? Oh, okay. Player base was already gone. Yeah. That's the problem when you update a game. You could end up fucking it. That's what happened to me with TF2. After they changed TF2, I didn't want to play it anymore.
hello.
Alright, we need to talk to Shira.
This magic ring does me no good. Here, wear it proudly.
What about TF2? So, the main problem with TF2 was first came the update where they added the very first item to be exclusive to a platform. They added the like Mac, the Apple item. And that made the fan base very angry because now you have a group of people who can exclusively get an item you can never get. And that pissed some people off. And then very shortly after that, I believe the free-to-play update came, which a lot of people were very happy with, but a lot of people also hated. Because the free-to-play update brought in a lot of problems. Lots of cheating and stuff. And then after that, they stopped focusing on actually updating the core gameplay and instead went all in on hats, which no one enjoyed. And after that, they decided, hey, we're gonna try loot boxes. So they came out with their loot boxes, and they were shit. And after that, it never stops, by the way. They kept fucking ruining it. After that, they decided, okay, well, we've fucked the game hard enough this way. Let's redesign every weapon in the game. All of them. Everything you knew and loved changed. Enjoy. And after that, they made it harder to play on a server. Now it's pretty much all quick play. The only way to play on a server is to go into a server list through Steam. You couldn't do it through in-game anymore. Now they want you to play quick play. So if you want to play on your favorite server, it's a lot harder now, which means a lot of people aren't going to bother. So that server no longer has any players because it's harder to play the server. So they fucked servers. They just slowly but surely ruined the game over time. The latest update. Well, first of all, the fans are waiting for an update that had been promised for months now, and it still hasn't come yet. What was it? What was I gonna say? Their economy. They murdered their own economy. So that their stupid little loot box system they had that no one likes, they killed accidentally because they released a loot box with a 100% chance to drop the rarest shit accidentally. So they in one night they not only pissed off they pissed off their most absolute loyal fans, which are people who do trading to make actual real life money. So now those people couldn't make any money anymore. So that was the last like they've now finally pissed off every person playing that game over the years. They pissed off the hardcore original fan base and the veterans. They pissed off the new players, and now they pissed off the traders. So yeah, rip TF2. It was my favorite game ever, and it no longer is. They fucked up the CS:GO economy too. Nice. Ow. Yeah, no, it got completely fucked. I think it's been so long since I last played TF2 that it no longer tells me when I last did it. I think at this point it just tells me when I bought the game. Because some games on Steam do that. Eventually they stop like telling you when you last played it. It's like, oh, you played it or you bought it at this date. Keep looking at old TF2 videos, then I end up playing, and then I end up playing, and then I realize that I want to go to bed and cry. Well, I mean, the game isn't that bad, but it's bad at this point. And here's the thing. There are people that play it to this day and still enjoy it. And for them, the version they have today is really fun for them. But the version that I and everyone who played it back then liked is long gone, and we can never return to the game because it will never be the same. You gonna buy a new Overwatch 2? Very strongly, probably not. See, here's the thing. I liked when they did the PvE events in Overwatch. But I don't know if I could play an entire game that's that. And the fact that it's essentially just feels like a cash grab, probably not going to play Overwatch 2.
Greetings.
Because, see, Overwatch was kind of ruined for me, too. They keep adding new characters that keep changing the entire meta of the game. And at this point, I don't understand half the characters. But, yeah. Oh boy, Act 3 already? Yep, we're in Act 3. We're in Act 3, pushing through the very confusing levels. I don't think I want to do a Rush 2. I honestly really don't. Yeah, I'm very unlikely for me to play it unless something really grips me, because I like PvE stuff. So that's a plus in that direction for buying it, but I'm very much not sure if I actually want to buy it. They need to have A, a good campaign, B, really good replayability. Then I'll buy it. If it has really fun replayability, with things to actually unlock and earn that isn't all behind fucking loot boxes, sure, I'll get it. Fun campaign, good replayable PvE. I'll do it. All loot boxes? No, you can go fuck off. Poison damage over 2 seconds, lightning resist. Huh. Yeah. That's where I stand in Overwatch 2. We'll have to see what it ends up as. I mean, from what I've heard, it's literally just a client update. It's not its own separate client. It's within the original client of the game or something. Which, that makes it feel even less like its own game. It just feels like an expansion. Like, it's just an expansion. Valve making money from Steam, everyone wrote Portal 1 and 2, and Half-Life stories are gone, so they're not making games. Yeah. The only games Valve makes are VR versions of what they already have. And from what I've heard, converting a game to VR isn't stupidly hard. Like, it takes some bit of work, but it's not like you have to rewrite the entire game. Like, some parts of games you might have to change a bit, but yeah, so they're not doing much. At this point, they're just the store. They just have level designs and they remake CSGO maps. Yeah. Yeah, I wish they'd make more games, but it's more profitable for them to just make hardware and like sell games on their platform at this point. But at least they're making new features for Steam. Like, Steam still has the best controller support. I can play a game that would never ever run on a PS4 controller and just plug it in and it works. I can even do it with non-Steam games. I have games that will not accept PS4 controllers, but on Steam they will. I just add it as a non-Steam game and there you go. PS4 controller works. And that's why I still use Steam primarily. That, and I have all my games here. GOG, I prefer GOG as a business practice because I like DRM-free games, but GOG doesn't have all the games I want, sadly. They miss a lot of stuff. But when I can, I buy games off of GOG. Like Cyberpunk, I'm probably going to be buying off of GOG. Yeah. I hope Cyberpunk's actually good. Because they have a lot of pressure behind them after Witcher 3. And the thing is, before Witcher 3, they weren't a AAA company. And I'm not even sure if they still really would be. Their roots are not AAA. For Cyberpunk, I broke my pre-order rule and got on GOG. I haven't pre-ordered yet, but I probably will. Hold on, these have different roles, don't they? Yeah, 1 defense difference. That one's better. Get rid of those. But yeah, I'll probably be actually also pre-ordering that, but not yet. I'm waiting until very close to release. I'm waiting for the reviews to come out, basically. DRM-free games, yeah. Fun fact, Steam actually has a couple DRM-free games, but they don't advertise them as such. I don't remember which ones anymore. But there are a few games where if you buy them on Steam, you can uninstall Steam, still play them. But there aren't many like that. Because Steam doesn't advertise their games which are DRM-free. But a few are. which is weird. And it's really funny. People were talking about the Epic Game Store and saying, Epic Game Store fucks up again. You can buy this game and refund it and keep playing it. And it's like, that's not a fuck up. It was actually DRM free. The company just assumes that you won't be a scumbag and refund it. But when it comes to Epic Game Store, people don't want to support that shit, and I agree. It's fucking terrible. But it's not a glitch. It's not them fucking up. That's just how it's designed. All right, let's see. I probably still want to keep some lightning resist, but this has really good lightning resist here. And cold. Oh, no, that's my upgrade. Oh, yeah. 24 cold resist. I just need to fix my fire resistance now. Fire resist is terrible. Has my weapon broken yet? Nope. But very soon. You know what? I'm just going to switch them out now because otherwise it will break mid-combat and that won't be good. I have no qualms about going yarn in a game on the Epic Store. After all, the devs got the money already. See, I don't do piracy anymore. The only thing I will ever pirate is Sony Vegas. Because Sony do not support their own product. They don't give you any support if you buy it. If you pirate it, you get better support, to be honest. It's fucking stupid. Like, it's so expensive. And do you get free support? No. It's a paid phone line. That's their support. Their support is a paid phone line that's like $1 a minute. Like, what the fuck? If you pay for a product, you should get some fucking support. So no, they can go fuck themselves with that. Ugh. One thing I'm actually looking forward to, from what I heard, EA are putting some of their games on Steam now. There's a chance we could be getting an updated version of Mass Effect 2 on Steam where you actually can get the fucking DLC. Mass Effect 2, you still have to buy all the DLC with fucking BioWare points. Which is stupid. But someone contacted the EA during the whole thing where they said they were gonna release stuff on Steam. And someone said, we'll look into it. Which usually means we're not gonna do shit. But maybe. Because that's another product which, honestly... I mean, you can buy it on Steam, then you need to launch Origin still. That's true, but, I mean, several Uplay games do that, and I'm fine with that. It works fine. But here's the thing. Mass Effect 2 is still a game that is easier to get all the content through piracy. When it's easier to pirate something than to actually pay money for it, then you have an issue. If you would like to play Mass Effect 2 with all of its expansions on PC, you're fucked. You're fucked. It's so hard to fucking get every single expansion for that game. Half of the stuff was hidden behind pre-orders. Most of it you have to get an arbitrary point system that's no longer being used anymore. Fucking BioWare points. You might as well pirate it at this fucking point. It's so dumb. But I have not pirated Mass Effect 2. Well, I had in the past, but no longer. I don't have my fucking ISO installer anymore, and I'm not gonna. That's a game I don't want to play through again. I really had fun with it, but I don't want to play it again. Weirdly enough. I don't know why. I think I didn't really like the final boss. So yeah. I don't support piracy unless the paid product is an inferior version. And Sony Vegas and Mass Effect 2, definitely inferior if you actually pay for them. Marketing for Deus Ex. Yeah, that was fucking stupid too. They ended up just releasing everything. Like, I've only seen 2 companies do that. and only one company did it right. And it was I just got a Payday 2 update announcement. Yep, no, Payday's doing updates again. They need more money for Payday 3, so they decided to start updating the game again. No, the only game I saw that did the pre-order enough and you get bonus things was freaking what was it called? Tales of Zestiria. If you pre-order Tales of Zestiria, if enough people did it, which the tier amount required was very low. Not there, it was like if 10,000 people did it, which a lot more people than 10,000 bought that game. Anyone who pre-ordered it would also get Tales of Symphonia for free. And yeah, they did. And that was fine. But yeah, no, the Deus Ex one was fucking stupid. It's like, here, customize your pre-order. Do you want this pack or do you want this pack? Fuck you. So fucking stupid. And the idea was you would get one and not the other thing. You gonna play the update? Oh, maybe. Depends. Is it a paid update? Like, is it a DLC or is it an update? Let me have a look. Let's go to Steam here. Payday 2. Is this an update for this one, not an actual DLC? Because they were gonna release some paid updates as well. Oh, it's a paid thing as well here. Let's see. They released a little bundle for €8 where you get, what do you get? You get some outfits for your character. You get some weapon mods. And you get the heist. And what does the heist include? Just the heist or anything else? Ah, it's 2 heists. It's 2 heists. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. It's on sale, but I don't have any money right now. So when it goes on, when I have some money, I might buy it. I need to hook up my VR so I can dab while you stream. Yeah, you looked horrifying in the forest, by the way, Rob. Like, it was scary. That poor VR support. Yeah, it's not the best. Which VR thing do you have? Skeleton. No. Have to go back to the main menu. That's weird. Oh, good old Kurast. Looking for again? Sewers in the Kurast Bazaar. Ah, so we need to find some sewers here. Chop trees like a madman. You fucking did. It was insane. It was the fastest tree chopping I've ever seen. You were faster than the chainsaw. Which, is pretty insane. Let's see. Stash. Nothing. Oh no, it did drop something. I think it was just gold though. Let's see. Stairs. Ruined temple. of these guys. There we go. Yeah, which VR set do you have? Do you got like the Vive or the Oculus, or what do you have? Hit them? There we go. First gen Vive? Okay. In mail?
I can't carry anymore.
Another one of these. I already have that. So it's low res. Ooh, a tome. Talk to Alcor. Will do. Pricing does not justify it. Yeah, I can't do VR, sadly. I don't have big enough space. I got about... The room I'm in is long, but it's not wide. So I've got like... It's like 6 meters long, but it's only about 2.5 wide. But there's also a bunch of furniture everywhere. And yeah, I don't think I could really do very well in here. I would be bumping into shit all over. Oh, I've been slowed. I can't even pick up like healing potions fast enough. I need to strap the mattress on my bed down and put it up against the wall if I wanted to play stuff. Yeah, like I have my computer and my desk I could bump into. I've got a shelf with the TV on it. There's my bed. Then there's the closet, which sticks out of the wall, which I could fucking bump into. Yeah, it would not be good to play VR in here. But sadly, no VR. There is a spare room, but the problem with that room is there's no electrical outlet in the room. So I'd need an extension cable if I wanted to like move shit in there. If I wanted to use the spare room, which is pretty big, that room would work. I would need like an extension cables and stuff. And I'd have to move the computer in there. But yeah. I also don't even know what I'd want to play in VR anyways. To me right now, VR is still a gimmick. Like, there's no real actual like game. Like something I'd want to spend a lot of time in. It'd be like, hey, boot up Beat Saber and play for 2 hours. And they're done. It is legit. I have seen people go crazy at that. I don't think I'd be very good at it. Heavy belt. Minimum defense. Huh. I think I like my belt. Fallout 4 Frost in VR. That would probably work. Also, hi Kyle. But Fallout 4's VR is so weird. Although, you know, it would probably be pretty fun. Pulsar. Pulsar in VR would probably be pretty fun. Super Hot VR. I still haven't played regular Super Hot. But I can imagine it's pretty fun to punch people in the face. Terraria VR. I don't think anything 2D would work very well in VR. Pavlov. 1K hours on Terraria. I don't think I have that many. I still need to play that that mod with the amazing music. I played a little bit of it at one point. It'd be like that first-person Mario. Oh yeah. Alien Isolation as a VR mod. I don't own Alien Isolation. Isn't that the game where if you had it on the Xbox and you plugged in the Kinect, if you literally said anything, the alien would just hear you? Like, wasn't it literally like if you plug in your Kinect, you lose? Yeah, wow. Takeshi's Challenge VR, hell yeah. Ooh, they're casting Blizzard. You'd have to sing into the NES controller. Hell yeah, let me do some singing, dude. Doritos game? Dude, we should all sit down and play Sneak King. Sneak King VR. The Doritos game was amazing. What was it? I never saw it. Dota 2 VR. Oh man, I tried to get into Dota, but I couldn't. I wasn't good enough. Wait, it's a thing? How the fuck does that work? How the fuck does Dota 2 VR work? What, like, is it still top down? Like, do you, like, look over the entire map or something? Or, like, how, what? Now I have to look up images of how the fuck that looks. Dota VR. That just sounds odd to me. Here's Crash Course. You played as your avatar and it was just an obstacle course? Oh. Interesting. I think I've heard of that. I don't think I ever played it though. Friend charm.
I'm overburdened.
I'm overburdened. Throw this away at this point. Lightning damage, sure. There are applications that just make it so you have a virtual screen to look at in VR. I've seen that, yeah. And there's also a lot of cheat engine hacks you can put in a lot of first-person games to make them VR. It's not perfect, but it works in a lot of things. Like, people did it with Dark Souls. To do first-person VR Dark Souls. Which worked okay. Which, that would be interesting, but that would also be extremely nauseating. Because the first-person mod for Dark Souls was very low FOV. Considering it just places a camera in your head model and makes your head model invisible. Like, that's how it works. Which means it has to be very narrow. But I could kind of see playing a strategy game in VR from above so you can, like, oversee the battlefield like a commander almost. But I don't know how it would actually play. There's the sewers. There's another entrance over here. We'll take the right entrance. It's really weird at the start you get nauseated. I usually don't get nauseous at stuff, but who knows? I've never tried it. Like, did anyone else have those playgrounds as a kid where there was like, it was like a cup that you would sit in and it would spin? Like, it would like rotate as it spun? Like, it was almost like you sat on a bowl. On a stick. They had them in like all the fucking playgrounds. That shit was amazing. You got dizzy in like 2 seconds. I really need to fix the whole link thing. Can I, like, make people, like, that doesn't... Google, save me. Let's see. Let me see if I do this. Does that work or nah? No, it didn't. Damn. I'll figure that out after stream. Just post it in the Discord. I'll have a look at it. I'll set a notification up. Remind me to fix it so I can permit people to link stuff. That. Yeah, there we go. Because I've wanted to fix that for ages, but I keep forgetting it. I want to set, like, trusted users and stuff. Because I disabled all links back when there was bots that would go around and be like, hey, cheap PS4, here's a link. And I know people aren't usually dumb enough to click on them, but I want to make sure, because you never know. I don't want someone to come here and be like, oh, I clicked the link in your chat and I hate you now, I'm going to report you. It's like, not my fault. Yeah, that's why I did that. I brought C to Diablo 2. I think we only did the first quest. Should have played more. This game's really good. Wow, I almost have the full set of that now. 20 life and replenished life. Huh, cool. Was it CJ that pushed out? Who made it? Who made you stop playing? See, let's get a level down here so we can get the Phoenix in a couple levels here. He can't play longer than an hour. Yeah. And the beginning of the game is a bit slow. Can I hit? Please. Keep missing. You and I had a chaotic experience where I did too. Did you play online? I saw the all the talk in the WhatsApp. How's Red Dead running on PC, by the way? I heard it was like mixed. Like some people had no issues and some people can't even start the game.